I hope you're hungry because you're listening to Everybody Eats.
What's up, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Everybody Eats. It's your host, Bensky Belazaire. We have our co-host, Edom Ekpia, on the phone. And we are here with some really special guests, the boys, the men, let me say, from SNKR TUB. I want to thank you guys for allowing me, one, for being on the show and allowing us to record in here. So before we start, make sure that you check out Everybody Eats podcast, and make sure you're checking us out on all our platforms. On Instagram, that's at Everybody_Eats podcast. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel. That's Everybody Eats podcast on YouTube. We're on Twitter, about to get on TikTok, so make sure you check us out. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. There's no excuse, we are there. So make sure you check us out. And plus, we're gonna be dropping some new clothes that we collabed with my man Sosa. He was on an earlier episode, so you can see that we did this collab on the Kilty sweater. So watch out for the Everybody Eats collab dropping soon. All right, so now let's get into today's episode, boys. I am really excited to do this. Again, shout out to the boy Carl Hales who put me on. He told me about you guys.
Ginger
Hales.
Sorry.
You know everybody, so he put me on, told me about you guys' Instagram page, checked it out. Set up a quick phone call, came out, had to check out the shop. I'm actually getting my shoes clean as we speak.
No doubt.
So you know gotta support the business. So let's get into that. SNKR TUB. Could you guys tell me what is SNKR TUB? What do you guys do here, and how did this all start? So if you could introduce yourself first. Introduce yourself, and then we can get talking to that.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and jump first.
Well, I'm Charles, aka Pops, OG.
Exclusive kicks.
We do, it's all over the place.
A lot of names.
A lot of names to go with it. You know what I mean? But here with Daquan.
How you gonna introduce me? Yeah, anyways, I'm Daquan Rose, aka Rose from the Noun on Instagram. You can check me out there, and owner of SNKR TUB, co-owner of SNKR TUB. But basically, SNKR TUB is pretty much a place you can get your shoes clean. Everybody in the whole entire world wears sneakers, or you wear the traditional shoe repair. So basically, if you're wearing a pair of your favorite shoes, let's say you're wearing your cement fours, you're working your cement fours outside, a nasty incident comes, like you eating something and spill on your laces or something like that. You don't want to put your shoes in the closet or put them up, or you don't want to sell them. So you will bring all your shoes
Bring them to us.
We'll pretty much refurbish, put them back, make sure we put a nice stain repellent. So if you do drop some ketchup, that ketchup will beat up just like a water off a duck's back. You know what I mean? And we also do customization. So, and more than just having a regular pair of shoes, everybody wants to be unique in their own type of way. So we always try to bring the ideas that customers have and bring that to life, so you can wear it with you vision in your head, and you be the one-on-one walking around being exclusive. And so everybody can have their time to shine. Everybody want their time to shine.
Yeah, for sure. So even speaking to that, I have my white mesh sneakers. They got messed up, so I brought them to you guys. And then you guys will see soon with the customization that goes on. I'm looking forward to it. So how did you get into cleaning sneakers in the first place? How did that all start?
It was actually funny. It was like in 6th grade, I always had a lot of shoes. My pops and my mom was buying me a lot of shoes, and I couldn't really take care of them that good. So it was to the point my mom used to clean my shoes. She was like, "Nah, I ain't cleaning shoes. You clean shoes." I started doing it, and then I was like, "Okay, I like this." She was like, "You clean shoes better than what I did. You clean mine." And then once he see me do, he was like, "Hey, can you clean these too?" He started giving me shoes, and family started giving me shoes and stuff. That was like in 6th grade. And then by the time I got in high school, people found out I was cleaning shoes. So I used to take my little cleaning kit to school. I'll charge them, and I'll clean the shoes in the bathroom sink and get them right like that. Yeah. So people used to hit me up like, "Yo, you got your cleaning kit with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." And I'll go to the pick their shoes up in the cafeteria, they'll slide me the money, and I'll go to the bathroom, clean them up, bring them back at the end of the bill or at the beginning of the day, and it's just been flowing like that. And once I met,
hustle don't stop.
Man.
Yeah. It all started for me is, back in the day, we used to clean the shoes with a toothbrush, we had fat laces and things like that. So, you know, so what we had to do was like, we took a toothbrush. You know, before they made the liquid tie, they had the powder, you know, and just dip it in there and get a little cup and, you know, go in the bathroom and do your thing, you know. But it all, you know, you had to take it, you know, with your hands or whatever and, you know, do it like that. But it all panned out, you know, to doing it regularly, you know. You know, you had to get shoes because back then, you know, you got shoes like Christmas, Easter. You know, you didn't get none for the summer. You got it from the beginning of the school year. So, but that's how you had to. That's how you had to take care of them. I mean, you know, it wasn't the point that you can only get 2-3 pair, but you know, you just had to take care of them.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, just went a long way with it, you know, to say, okay, all right, now you taking responsibility, you know what I mean, that my mom and that Pops put forward to me. So, you know, it all started that way. So, and then along with him, you know, when he was born or whatever in '95 or whatever, it's like, okay, yeah, he's gonna bless him with all, you know, whatever shoes that come out, you know.
And then still his shoes once I got to his size.
Right, he stole shoes from me, so you know what I mean. So it all, you know, it all kicked off, you know, the same way. So
Yeah.
you know, then it just led into him doing his thing, and then it just led into him going and learning more about it. So you know, he took the extra initiative, and I blessed him with doing what he needed to do to get it. So. You know, and that was pretty much so.
Sure. So what, you kind of started speaking about it a little bit. How did you go from cleaning sneakers in school to owning, you know, the shop? Because there's definitely a gap in between. So I know we spoke about that a little bit before. So what was that journey like?
So that was a very mysterious journey.
Yeah.
So it started just for me like, okay, I'm cleaning shoes. And I used to sit back and watch YouTube videos and they clean shoes, and I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. And I started imitating that. So once I learned that and learned like the whole basic general knowledge, and I do it, I used to work at this clothing store called KD Fashion. They used to sell clothes. So when they used to sell clothes, I used to be cleaning the shoes. So I kind of learned the inside of how a local and a small business works. And I kept moving from there. I learned how a small business worked. And then I met my old teacher. I met one of my old teachers, and he was just basically like, hey, I have a sneaker cleaning business, and since you're doing it, this is how you can make money actually cleaning sneakers. There's a market for it.
Yeah.
I went under him, and then once I went under him, I kind of learned how that's pretty much like a service that everybody needs, and not everybody has time to clean their sneakers. So it's going to the point of starting from high school, doing it solo for a while and not really getting anywhere, meeting him, learning for 2 years. Like today was the day I learned to do my first custom on a pair of Jordan 14s, and I turned them candy canes, turned them black. And he taught me through the whole session of airbrushing and everything. And then once I had the opportunity, end up partnering up with him and just having more knowledge about having a store. And then slowly down the line, my story originated, and I just had to put the whole idea in. And how I got the name was Sneaker Tub. One of my family members came to me. He was like, hey, why don't you name your business Sneaker Tub? And I was like, that's catchy. And the logo I had for it was with a silver tub, with a shoe dipping in it with the water splashing. It was like, it's very simple and subtle, and you know what we're doing. I try to make everything mostly as simple as eye-catching as well. So it was a huge 2 year, it's like a 2 year journey to get to where the store is now.
For sure. So just like speaking with you two, I could definitely feel like you guys have a passion for this, right? And I can see it's something that you really care about. So what would you say that, what do you take pride in the most, whether it's when it comes to either running the business or the shoes or the impact that you have?
To me, is all of it in one. I could put it to say. The passion of it is the shoes. You know, just to have people come in with their shoes and then they bring them in, you get the before picture. But then when it comes to the aftermath and the after picture, of the shoe and they come and see it, like, oh, whoa. You know, you see the expression.
Yeah.
That's a whole catchy thing, you know, that you can see, you know, hey, oh man, the reaction, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, how did you do this?
Yeah.
They want to go, you know, find out how you can do it. No, we can't give you that shit. You know,
You watch videos and get there.
Yeah, you can get there, but you still got to buy the material.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then, you know, of course, running the business, the business side of it is, you know, it's crazy. You know, is to see all the people that, you know, you want to partner with, and they showing the love, and you showing, you know, what you can do. You know, to me, that's what I see of it. But basically, I run the majority of the business section of it. He's the shoe guy. So, but I do both. You know, I'm in the mix of both. But you know, I say is a all around fun gig to have.
Yeah.
You know, for a person or for somebody to, you know, do shoes or who have the passion of shoes. You know, that's been embedded in, you know, both of us. You know, from the gate.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, but
Coming from seeing when shoes came out, when brands was basically came into the existence. You know, like Reebok and K-Swiss and all that, you know, and Nike was already there, but,
yeah,
you know, seeing Pumas, and it all led into hip-hop. You know, hip-hop was a big influence in my life, so, you know, I learned a whole lot from hip-hop, and, you know, the positive side of it, not just the ratchetness of it, you know, the gangster section of it. You know, you had to hear all of it, but you had to pick up with what you wanted. So all of it plays in a part of that comes with the shoe. So, you know, with having sneakers and all that. Go back in the documentaries and look at it. That's what it all bedded from.
it's like the culture behind it.
Yeah.
Not just the shoes itself.
Yeah, just
it's
the impact.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know, and then teaching him and letting him learn about the culture as well. You know, where all these styles come from. You know, it all started in '73 when the first hip hop record ever, hip hop was created. It all came from the Mecca, so, you know, New York. So
That's where we from. That's
yeah,
why.
yeah, you know, NYC, you know, in the Bronx, you know, but you know, it all came from all of that. So, you know, that's
East Coast.
the fashion capital of the world.
Yeah.
So, you know, pretty much that's when, once he got there and got into me, then, you know, I just wanted to pass it along. So I passed the torch to him, so he doing his thing with it.
And what would you say is the biggest? What you take pride in the most? What you most proud of?
The people that I meet, is the most funniest thing. And then, like I said, seeing the reaction is to the point like, yeah, I can bring that back. People like, nah, you can't. I'm like, all right, I'll show you. And they get to the whole thing like, yo, you did your thing. I'm like, yeah, I say anything like, yo, bring me most difficult stuff, like bring it. But then it's like seeing the rare shoes that you would see online and then actually holding in your hand like, yo.
It's crazy. It's like, that's the most craziest thing. Just see the picture and be like, yo, wish I could put my hands on these, but then somebody come in and put it in your hand. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, you get that whole just like, yo, I thought I never hold this shoe. Like when I hold the Yeezy Red October 2s from Nike, and it was dead stock. I was like, yo, this is almost about a $10,000 shoe in my hand. You want me to clean it? All right, cool. I was nervous. I mean, that was $10,000. I was nervous, but I was like, I got it.
Yeah.
Because I just like, you know, I just do everything down. But really just meeting the people, seeing rare shoes, and just able to hit the community and be like, yo, it's a lot of people that like sneakers. Like mostly from him, I learned a lot of. I was Adidas. I was like straight Adidas.
Yeah.
You know, got a chance. Got to work at my main job and started collecting Jordans. But a lot of my stuff, like I was learning as he was mostly getting like telling me Adidas. I was a b-boy, and then I started skating. So I got into Vans.
Yeah.
And then when you started going to like the street culture and skating and all that, that's how I kind of just found my little clique, and then I just went.
All stirred in one big pot.
Yeah, it started all one pot. I'm like, oh, this is similar to that. That's similar to this.
Yeah, everything started to relate.
Yeah, everything related.
Yeah.
And then it all came down to music, because when I was like, okay, I want to start getting into fashion, I mean, I couldn't really find, like, at high school, you really seen what really people wear, but you knew it all. So I looked at mostly BT music videos and music videos on YouTube and seeing what celebrities wearing, how they wore it. I'm like, they had that. I never thought about adding that type of jean with that shoe. Or doing like that. And I just figured out everything. I was like, how can I relate that to my business? Because fashion and sneakers all correspond to one accord, and then had that nice chill hip hop vibe just to go back to the original everything that it started.
Sure, for sure. And I know, like you said, you do sneakers, but you have clothes here because what do people want to wear with their sneakers? They want nice clothes.
Right.
And like you said, it all ties back to that culture. And remember the conversation we had, it's like, not only is it like a culture in general, but like that's how you relate to the people around here. That's a demographic. That's what, I mean, I grew up, you know, obviously listen to hip hop, clothes, you know, I always like fashion. That's why, you know, I started the clothing line. Edom, likes fashion. That's why we partner, right? So it's something that, especially our people, that's something we grow up with. That's something that we like. So I love seeing that because it connects with the people, not only on just like, how can I serve you, but it's something that you grew up with. It's something that's part of you and ingrained, you know, so it's being able to reach people like that. So, you know, I thought I heard you were going to ask something before.
Nah, it got brought up eventually, but I really, like I said before we started this, I really respect and love the whole shoe cleaning business. Shoes really mean a lot, and it's a big part of our culture now. They go with literally everything. You know, everybody does essentially wear shoes, in my opinion. When you work in corporate America and you're commuting, you gotta wear shoes to the train and the bus, and then you switch to your dress shoes. So I really love this thing, and I'm not sure how you guys handled the whole transitioning aspect, because I know definitely deciding to go open up a shop and go from doing it in school and then the school bathroom, same thing, going to a whole shop is like a real big step. So I really like, huge come up, like really, really big. And like I love cleaning shoes personally. I have I'm looking at them right now, I have like 10 pairs that I, take one day out of the month to go clean up, and I can't get, you're talking about cleaning up the shoelaces. I'm like, I can't even do that right now. I don't even know how to go about cleaning shoelaces because I'm not trying to restring them. Is that the word? Yeah, restring them. There's certain parts I can't get to, so I really respect it.
Yeah, for sure. So
that lace up. Sometimes that lace up could be difficult.
You gotta clean it a couple 3 times just to get the stain, and then the best thing to wear, you gotta know the chemical components to break it down without damages and stuff. So
all I got is Tide and OxyClean, bro. So just the other day I was walking, my legs still ain't great, so it was raining real bad. I took a step from up the subway and my shoe just caught a whole lot of dirt, and I was so upset.
It happens. But that was a great talk. We'll take a quick break right here. We'll do the quote of the day, and then we'll go into the next segment after. All right, perfect. Welcome back, everyone. Segment 2 of the Everybody Eats podcast. We're here at SNKR TUB. So we're about to do our quote of the day. So Edom, what's that quote?
It's a lyric.
All right.
Been feeling this way since I was 16. Came to my senses. I'm African American. I'm black as the moon. Heritage of a small village. Part of my residence.
Man, you spit a whole verse.
Oh yeah. I was like,
dang.
I'm lost on that one.
That sounds familiar.
Newer or older rap?
I want to say 2015.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
That sounded familiar. So
can you say it one more time?
Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me get it all better. Yeah, 2015. Been feeling this way since I was 16. Came to my senses. I'm African American. I'm black as the moon. Heritage of a small village. Part of my residence.
Wale.
What? No.
You said African, so I'm thinking
African. I heard that line.
He's black.
Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yo, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It sounds it kind of sounds
Oh
like.
yeah, he said that. He said that in his aggressive voice.
Yeah.
I'm African. I'm black. Yeah, he was doing that in his aggressive voice when he was that was off Damn, right?
No.
Or Mad Kid in Mad City. No. One that 2015.
That's the first album.
If it's 2015, that's To Pimp a Butterfly, right?
The Pimple Butterfly, Black as a Berry.
The Black of the
Black of the Berry.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say the Black of the Berry is Sweet as Juice, but y'all would got that. So.
Got it.
Yeah,
You
so
say-
that had to have been an underground mixtape or something.
Nah,
Pimp a Butterfly.
that was right after Mac.
That's back when King Kunta.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder. Oh, no wonder. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have caught that one.
I didn't listen to that one that much.
I didn't never listen to that album, so.
No, it was a good album.
It was good.
It was good. Not as good as Good Kid, Mad City though.
Oh no, I love that one. Several times.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Kendrick, where my dominoes?
That was that crazy album. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, so that's the quote of the day. So we'll go into our third topic. So we're at segment 3 of Everybody Eats podcast. We're here still with SNKR TUB, having a great time. So for this topic, I want to continue what we were talking about earlier. I want to ask, what were the biggest challenges that you guys faced opening up the shop? I know it's not all it's not all sweet, but I love being able to see when I start the business. So what are the great parts that you love about, and what are the hardships that you have? Because I'm sure there are other people out there who have either similar experiences, that want to do something similar, they try to get in the game. So what would you say is some biggest challenges? And after that, we can go into some advice you would give for someone, either for yourself or for someone else.
Got 3 majors. One of the biggest major is really making sure your work is to a T. You gotta make sure your work is to a T.
Exactly.
Because you gotta think about it. If you, like for me, like when I got out of high school and I started doing the solo, it was to the point, hey, I clean sneakers. Oh, can you show me your work?
Yeah.
And back then I ain't had no good iPhone to really capture my stuff and really stuff. Mostly word of mouth really much got me to where people trusted me, to a person that randomly meet me. It was like, hey, I clean sneakers. Okay, how you know you're not gonna steal my shoes? How you know my shoes are gonna be in good condition? How you know you're not gonna mess them up? Really building that trust factor with people was the biggest and the most difficult thing, because you were just one guy cleaning shoes inside of a small store that you know about, or you just found it on Facebook, or you got referred to a friend. It was really hard building that friend group. It's kind of like that one person you clean shoes, they put you on to their homie, and then it started spreading and networking. Yeah, word of mouth. And then once you got that word of mouth, it was kind of like people that don't know you, they like your service, but you had to make them feel comfortable and really make yourself seem professional. That was the most difficult part, and really making enough money so you can put your money back into your supplies.
Yeah.
That was another difficult thing, really keeping your stuff. And like when people ask you, like, okay, you clean shoes, but if I got a Jordan 3 or 4 and the midsole is cracking, can you do that? I can't really do that when it clean. So you gotta keep upping your game, because to the point of when you looked at it, doing cleans is good, but when you face with another problem, you need to bring everything back. You need to learn how to up your game and really push past your limits that you set for yourself. Really setting yourself at one setting store, that's good. It mostly got to take one thing to master it. Once you learn this, master that. Take another thing, master that. If you dip and dab into a whole bunch of other things, you're not really mastering that one thing. You kind of just a jack of all trades, which is not bad at all, but it's best to have the main silhouette down to a pack, and then everything follows as like benefits.
Yeah.
That's how it mostly flows, and keeping your confidence. Because when you face like a challenge, when I had got that Red Hot Tube, Red October, a $10,000 shoe, really just like having it in your hand, that really shakes you. That shakes the bone. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's so much stuff goes on with this shoe. There's so many different things and just happening just from cleaning. It's just like you think about bubbles just sitting on it, but if it's red suede can bleed. And if you're looking at it, boom, you gotta make sure your cleaner's right. If you're using the right, correct shoe cleaner, you want it to do what it's supposed to, not leave spots on the leather. And you gotta learn how much the cleaner to use, how much water to use. You gotta learn that ratio, and just really having that knowledge. If you have a knowledge about what you can do, and you speak confidence and knowledge into what you do, you can go like anywhere. Because once you see it, like, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I trust him, and they'll give you their shoes. A lot of people still come in and be like, okay, how do I know you're not gonna mess up my shoes? The whole thing is having your portfolio, having your work add up, and then just making sure the people that come into your shop, they're satisfied at the end of the day. Even though you clean the shoe and it doesn't come back, let them know that I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, when you bring your shoes, hey, your shoe didn't fully come out. We can customize it.
Yeah.
So that turned into a whole new revenue. Damn,
Yeah.
my shoe's too bad, but I can customize it. Now I got a one-on-one sneaker.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like the whole thing, like, dang, I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just adding more stuff to your plate, but you gotta learn how to balance it off and just really make sure you're knowledgeable in that and keeping your confidence straight. If your confidence straight, that will take you a long way.
Yeah, the biggest challenge for me was, with the whole business thing was, just getting the city to react.
The city.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting the city to react because this is a new platform. So with a new platform, some people don't get it. They won't like, oh, cleaning shoes. What is that? Who made a business like that? It sounds catchy, is really, really thriving, but it's like, okay, clean the shoes. Can you clean these? Yes, we can clean anything that you have. If we can't, then we'll make the best of it. See what we can do. But the motto of it is with SNKR TUB is like, anybody who brings a shoe in, no matter what it is a 0 when they walk through the door. But when they leave out of that door, before they leave, we making it an 8 or 9. Of course, a 10 is brand new. We trying to get it to that point, but trying to get the city to react to it, to the whole thing, and just to say, okay, yeah, well, we're gonna bring your shoes, and then just getting the word out. The word is and getting the people to see, what we're doing is that challenge. And then the challenge of getting the other cities to fall through here. Everybody is saying Suffolk is 20, 30 minutes. No, it's not.
It was a good 30 minutes for me, I don't know.
Straight shot.
Straight shot down the road. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
Just trying to get people to come to this side of the city.
Yeah.
More things are coming, but just to get the people just to, hey, to come here. But now we're offering shipping, so that's another service that is about to be ready to get launched off. So,
Yeah.
just to get them here.
Definitely. So what would you say are now some goals personally, I guess personal development, and then some goals for the business?
My goals is to be here to see it grow, to see it, go to a whole nother level, expansion. That's my goal, and then for here, but as far as business, to watch it go to other cities, take place in other cities with our team, with our family, that's the main thing for me. Just to see that workmanship, that hard workmanship that we got to put in, and watch it just take flight. All businesses can take flight, and all of them can go high as it can go. Sky's the limit, but then it can plummet and go down the drain. And we not going that route.
Yeah, it's not showing those ways going that route.
And it's not showing to go that route. So, long as we feel that as long as we got this strong team that we have now, there's no way that we could fail with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on that. Like the team that we got and all the people that just show us love and all the friends that we made on this journey.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me. Like I just happy to have like those people that's like down for, like, that's been down me when I was just cleaning in the sink and stuff like that. And meeting people like that, you and bro, for instance, like meeting y'all was just like a whole new exciting story for me. Like, oh, I met this person today. Like, I loved people and I just love interacting with people and just creating things, like mostly like, hey, how can I help you? How can you help me?
Yeah.
Oh, you got this brand. Oh, I got a store. You want to have a pop-up shop?
Yeah.
And just have people come by and we just kick it like that. Or you want to have an event and just like have things like that. One of my goals is really just build a bigger, like having a big solid team.
Yeah.
And just having it spread out and let my friends, instead of my friends being like, oh, that I want to help fuel them. If you want to do this, boom, I can help you get here. Boom. And just like keep elevating everybody else, because what's the whole point of me having everything when I just want my whole entire team for us to be on one accord.
Yeah.
All us, like everybody eats. I want everybody to eat.
Everybody eats, man. Everybody eats.
I want everybody to eat. I don't want nothing. If you want something, speak up. I will try my best to link you with somebody or give it to you the best way I can.
Yeah.
That's just how I've been. That's my goal mostly. That's just my personal goal. Just having my friends and family just there to the biggest content.
To enjoy.
Just enjoy.
Yeah,
one big family cookout.
Yeah. Definitely. Speaking on that, I was saying yesterday how so far a lot of businesses that I met, either the person's usually doing it by themselves, just like one person. Even just most businesses in general, I feel like it's usually one person. Maybe they have a team of like friends, but this team is actually like family, like blood family. Like this is like a family business. And it's a black family business, and I think that's something that really stuck out to me because I don't see that often. I'm trying to recall now, I don't think I've seen that before, at least personally met, you know what I mean? If I've seen it, but personally meet someone who could say like, yeah, like my family, we have this business. And that's something that I personally just love seeing. I think it just speaks volumes, not only just for business-wise, but just for like the community. And that's one thing we're doing on the podcast is changing that narrative and passing those skills down. I know yesterday you were saying, you didn't necessarily have a business growing up, but you was hustling, you was working, you know? And you took those skills and you pass it on, and then, you know, it's all that work, all that experience passed on to your son, and then he took that, learned it, and turned it to something else.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, I love seeing that story, and I want to see more of that in our communities of, you know, maybe you yourself, you might not have a business, but if you could teach your son a trade, a skill, you know, a hobby, something, right, and then they can help evolve it, then, again, everybody eats. You know what I mean?
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. And all that work that you did earlier, it's not in vain.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean? You probably didn't see it younger when you were younger, like, yeah, you're probably doing it for yourself, but you probably didn't see, hey, maybe 20 years my son's got a business. No. But then that's how all the chips fell.
Yep.
You know, and that's why we're here, and that's how. So I definitely love seeing that. And I want to continue seeing that. For sure.
Yeah, that's a big flow there, man, you know?
Yeah, I'm passing down. If they, even though they don't want to learn the shoe pair, it's to the point I'm plugged in to get them wherever they want to. Most definitely won't feel like either path that you take, you won't take a lost path.
Yeah.
And just really spreading that knowledge and experience
To
my kids down the line. It's to the point where a lot of my mentors, they took me in as like, oh, I just met them. They took me in. They taught me everything I know. If I could meet a kid that has the same passion as me, I don't mind it, not blood or not. I'll teach you everything I know. Yeah. That's what a lot of people did for me. I want to be able to sit and do that same thing for my
spread the love back.
Yeah. Having everybody. And it was funny yesterday when we just going up the block. You said the majority of the businesses on this block are black owned too.
Yep.
So that's something that I don't think where we from, I don't think I've seen.
That don't exist, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I've never seen that. I've just seen it like, you know, sporadically. But to see a block, even, you know, regardless how big it is, but, you know, there's 20, maybe at least 15, 20 different stores like on this block. So to say that, you know what I mean, they're all black owned, that's something that, you know, I admire definitely. And who knows, like one day I might have to put myself in here too.
What makes it really, really beautiful is the fact that it's physically owned, like storefront. It's not like an IG page.
Yeah.
It's not a website. It's not a word of mouth thing. It's not like a person. Like it's not like I see you in school. You know, let's meet at school. We'll do this transaction. It's not out of your garage. It's not in your house. It's actual like, hey, pull up to 15 Corporal Avenue, Norfolk or something. and like it's gonna be there. It's gonna have your name, your property, your name on the deed, and that's the real beautiful part of it all, because it just shows like, it, to me at least, shows that you made it this far in the race of owning a business. Now it's really something to really applaud.
No, definitely. Like, kind of like what you just said. Like, you know, we have, for Guilty Styles, we have the website, and having the website is one thing, but having to manage and have your own location and brick and mortar, to me, that's just a whole new level. And that's why I fell in love with this spot as soon as I walked in, because I was like, one, fashion, clothes, I love it, and then two, I'm like, my future goals is for me to, like, I want to own a store. So just seeing it, right, just like I can relate to this, you know what I mean? Like, I know these brands, I know these, you know what I mean? And just seeing it, it's just like, this is amazing. And I like I keep saying, like, I love the vision, I love what it's doing, because I think it's important for the community, it's important for people around here just to see that it's attainable. You know what I mean? It's not just something that, when you think it's not like, oh, like sneaker stores are, that's just like a Foot Locker, that's like a chain or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can have a nice local, get you the same brands that you want with people that look like you, talk like you, they're from around the corner, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can really relate.
Exactly.
And, you know, relate on a cultural level, when you, like you said, hip hop and clothes, and relate to, like, I look like you love it, you know? So that's something that I definitely love. So I think the last thing I want to ask you, like, what would you say is some advice that you would give either to someone else who wants to get in, or to your younger self, maybe a few years back right before you started?
It's super simple. Dude, be confident in yourself and trust your visions. Because there was so many times where I didn't have confidence to do anything. Like, as soon as I had the opportunity, I'll probably back away or give it back. And it's to the point where it's like, trust your visions, listen to everybody's behind you, and just trust the process. Everything's gonna work out if you, and do the right things. Think about every single situation. How can you make this best situation? How can you do this? Like, see everything full circle and understanding, like, if you do this will call it bad. You might end up breaking a tie with this person, or just doing the right, correct things in general. Is just move correctly and just be the purest self, and pretty much be yourself. That's it. Be yourself.
Number one thing.
I was scared to be myself for the longest until I was like, I'm just gonna be myself. Like, I'm gonna do mixed match shoes. I'm gonna dye my hair a different color. Like, be myself, and like, just don't be judged for it. Even though it's like, you have a storefront, people see you, oh, has colored hair. Some people automatically like put you or look away from you, like, oh man, this is society. Even though they probably do that, I'm still gonna be myself regardless. Cause I don't know, like, somebody younger than me might just be idolizing or just looking at me, and I'm just like, hey, I'm in the field, you could be in the same field, so be yourself. Nobody else gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you. None of my team's gonna judge you. And I'll make sure everybody has that same comfortable feeling, like how my dad and my parents gave me.
Yeah, it's pretty much just trusting yourself. You know, once you trust yourself and you got your confidence up, and, you know, believe in yourself, go do what you do. That's all I can say. You know, have a team around you that want the same thing. You know, not somebody to hate, because, you know, we get haters all the time. You know, no matter how you look at it, what you're doing. But, you know, once you involve yourself around people that want the same thing that you have, and that's the same thing that I told him. Once you get that, you can roll, because then now you don't have nobody to talk down on yourself, you know, or talk down on you, period, or you talking down on them. It's, you know, once you do that, and, you know, you find out who your friends are, who's this person, and who's gonna be in your corner when you need a call, or you need to call them, or they could call you. That's the way I look at it. You know, surround yourself with the people that wants the same thing that you want. And can't nobody be judged, or can't nobody hate on you, or say, you know, hey, you know, if one got this, then if you want it, hey, where you get that? They give you the info, you go get it. Got it. You know, it's the same thing. That worked with me and my crew. My crew is the same way. You know, we all have the same thing. Somebody might go out and buy a car or whatever. Okay, yeah, you bought that's a nice car. Okay, so now, when I go buy that nice car, it's, oh man, you wanna get one? Oh, that's what's up. So it's the same way. So pretty much just basically surrounding yourself with good people.
And motivate each other.
And once you get motivated, once you motivate one another, then, you know, like I say, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
It'll never fall down.
Definitely. So I want to thank you guys for being on today's episode.
Yep.
I really
Appreciate you,
that.
Yep.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. No doubt.
That was really good. So how do people find you? What's the tags on social media? Where can they find out about you?
Boom, this is my chance to be action. So you can find us at SNKR TUB, so it's SNKR TUB. Just look for the Jordan 1. Getting dipped inside the tub. You can find us on Facebook, it's the same thing.
Instagram, IG, whoop.
And Google too. We up there. So
Right. Make sure you check that Google page.
For sure. So make sure you check them out. SNKR TUB. Thank you guys again. This is Everybody Eats. Make sure you're checking us out on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. That's Everybody Eats. See you guys.
Peace.